The 1.03 patch just came out for Elden Ring, which nerfs and buffs a bunch of things. So I'm gonna be testing what was nerfed and buffed, and if it what things I have right now, and see if it matters at all. So I'm gonna be reading through the list of changes, and I'm also going to be linking a video in the description of this stream that will explain a little bit more from someone who's beaten the game already. So let's start here. So additional elements added a function to record an icon and the name of an NPC on the map when you encounter that NPC. So yeah, I've been mentioning how it's like kind of hard to find certain NPCs and where they go and where they are, so I guess that's good for people who struggle with that. Added NPC Jar Baron, which I guess that's a new quest. Added new quest phases for the following NPCs: Dalios Nefali Lu, Kenneth Height, and Gatekeeper Gostak, which I don't know who those people are yet. Added some summonable NPCs in multiple situations. Increased the number of patterns of objects players can imitate when using Mimic's Veil, so that was that thing that we got right here. Added night background music for some open field areas, so now when it's nighttime it'll actually play some music. Let's go here. Yeah, so looks like when it goes to a new location, it'll show if there's any NPCs there. Bug fixes. So these are very important because this is going to be very important for PvP multiplayer if you're doing that. Personally, I don't really like PvP. I find it too stressful, and especially in this game, not very worth it. So, fixed a bug that prevented summoned NPCs from taking damage in some boss battles. I'm going to turn the sound down quickly. Fixed a bug that causes dialogue to be skipped when talking to NPCs and using custom key configurations. I mean, we're not on PC, so we can't really do that anyway. Fixed a bug that causes the player to freeze when inviting, which I haven't really heard about or we haven't experienced yet, but I guess that could get you killed. Fixed a bug that causes arcane to scale incorrectly for some weapons. I don't really use arcane on any weapons, so we don't have to deal with that. In situation where the player cannot obtain more than 2 talisman pouches, add a talisman pouch to Twin Maiden Husk's shop lineup. So, after you defeat a certain boss, or its like lesser form, you have to immediately talk to an NPC to get another talisman pouch, but if you didn't do that, apparently you were locked out of it forever, so they fixed that. Fixed a bug that prevented the user from warping to Sites of Grace from the map at the end of the game. We haven't gotten there yet, so that doesn't really matter. Fixed a bug that prevented the player from moving to the next area after the battle with the fire giant. Haven't gotten to that yet. Fixed a bug which causes some weapons to have incorrect scaling after strengthening. So this guy that showed in his video on this, that once upgrading to max, you actually lose damage on a certain weapon. So that was before the patch. Fixed a bug that causes some weapons to not use stat scaling, which I haven't really noticed that. Fixed hang-ups in certain occasions. I'm not sure what that is. Fixed a bug which incorrectly displays multiplayer area boundary when playing online. I haven't really fought out in the open world, only in dungeons, so I haven't really noticed that. Okay, these are the big ones. Fixed a bug that allows players to activate Erdtree Great Shield's weapon skill without absorbing an attack using a special combination of item and incantation. So, the way this bug worked is, essentially it was a machine gun projectile shield glitch that if you used Fire's Deadly Sin spell, which causes damage to yourself, essentially you could rapid fire machine gun this projectile shield and it was completely broken. Fixed the bug which causes Fire's Deadly Sin incantation to have different effects. So, you could, choose like Scarlet Rot, the Death Blight, which will kill you instantly, or other status effect, and you could essentially cause it to build up on people extremely quickly without actually hitting them, and it was completely fucking broken, so they fixed that. Fix the bug with the Ash of War, Determination, and Royal Knight's Resolve, where the damage buff will also apply to other weapons without that skill. I mentioned that in another stream where you could use like Determination and it will buff your like spell damage and stuff like that, even though it's not supposed to. So they fixed that. Adjusted the visual effect of Unseen Form spell. So we haven't really used Unseen Form. I'm not even sure if we have it, but I think they adjusted that. Let me check and see if we even have that. Starlight, yeah, we only even have Unseen Form, so I guess that's fine. Deleted the Ragged Armor set from the game, which was mistakenly obtainable in the previous patch. I guess that was some armor they never intended you to get. Fixed a bug that causes some hostile NPCs to drop fur-calling finger remedies. I don't even know why that was a problem. Fixed a bug that causes incorrect sound effect to play in some situations. Haven't noticed that. Fixed a bug which causes visual animation and hitboxes to not be displayed correctly on some maps. I don't know about the maps, but I guess hitbox and visual animation updates, that's always good. Fixed bugs which causes incorrect visual and behavior for some enemies. I don't think I've ever noticed that. I mean, all the enemies seem to work correct. I guess for some of those bat enemies, they'll like go behind corners instead of trying to attack you. But I guess that's just them trying to dodge out of the way of attacks, so I don't see that as a real problem. Fix the bug that causes incorrect stats parameter for some armor. So apparently you could equip a certain armor set and it would kill your like fellow like friends who you were cooperating with on like multiplayer or something. Text fixes, I assume that's like translation between languages. Other performance improvement and bug fixes, which we'll have to test more on that. So, balance changes. Increase the drop rate of smithing stone for some enemies. So, from like these enemies over here, you can get smithing stones quicker, I guess. Then this is a big one. Added smithing stone to some early game shop lineup. So, I'm guessing this guy, if we purchase something from him, no, I guess like other ones, throughout the world, you can get smithing stones from them now, which I guess always helps with increased, weapon damage early game, and it was so fucking hard to get them. Literally one of the only ways to farm the guys over here, or kill those little like stone creatures in the dungeons, and it was so fucking cancerous, so they fixed that. Increased shields effectiveness. We don't really use shields as a mage, but I guess that's good. Increase the damage for all offensive cracked pot items. I mean, better damage for fire pots, I guess. I mean, we don't really use them anyway. Decrease the damage for the following items: Spark Aromatic. No, increase damage for the following items: Spark Aromatic, Poison Spray Mist. Those are useless anyway, I've heard. And I mean, they could use a range boost, but aside from that, they're pretty much useless. Increase the effect duration for the following items: Uplifting Aromatic and Iron Jar Aromatic. I don't even know what those are. Okay, increased HP healing for Torrent while using the following items: all the Raisin items, Roa, Sweet, and Frozen Raisin, which I guess that's good. More healing is always great. These are important for us. Reduced FP consumption and increase the damage of the following sorceries: Glintstone, Comet Shard, Comet, and Night Comet. So, now, yeah, as you can see, yeah, Comet takes much less now. Slats, that's always great. Now it's actually worth using those, because normally for mage builds you just spam Glintstone Pebble, because it was just way better, so they fixed that. Increase the damage of the following sorceries: Gravity Well, Collapsing Stars, Crystal Barrage. I mean, Those are still pretty useless anyway. Especially Crystal Barrage. There's really no reason to use that. Because you really have to just get in the enemy's face and use it. There's no point in doing that. Decreased FP's consumption of the following sorceries: Star Shower, Rock Blaster, Gravel of Hanima, Founding, Rain of Stars, Swords of Ruin, Great Braid Phalanx, Magic Downpour, Loretta's Great Bow, Loretta's Mastery, Carrying Greatsword, Carrying Piercer, and Shard Spiral. I mean, decreased FP's consumption is always nice. Raised projectile speed and range of Great Glintstone Shard. So yeah, as I said before, there was really no reason to use any of the higher tiered, like, sorcery, like projectile, shard, glintstone comet, stuff like that, because literally it was all inferior to glintstone pebbles, so they're making that better. Decreased Ash of War, Hoarfrost stomps damage and increased cast time, so for speed runs I guess it would just do a ton of damage and then kill bosses very quick, so I mean that really wasn't a problem for us. Increase the Ash of War. Bloody Slashes self-inflict damage while slightly lowering the damage, increasing cast time, which we don't really use that anyway. Okay, this is the big one. Decreased weapon skill, Sword of Night and Flames damage. So, I assume now it's not going to do as much damage as it used to. I mean, we're just going to test it quick. So, first for the flame. Okay. Wait, did they increase the amount of FP it uses? No, they didn't. I think they decreased the range though, but... yeah, 276, but I think that's the amount of health that they have anyway. So it just insta-kills them, which, I mean, we'll get a better... we have way better weapons anyway, so... this was mostly an early game boss killer, so... there's really no point in using it now. So, I'm fine with that. Increased FP consumption and lower the duration of Ash of War Barricade Shield. Yeah, so you could just use that to, like, tank through an entire boss's, like, 10 or 25 hit combo, and it was really broken, but we don't really use shields. Changed FP consumption timing of Ash of War Prelate's Charge. I don't know what that is. Decrease the damage of Spirit Summoned when using the item Mimic Tier Ash and change the spirit's behavior patterns. So yeah, this one summon that would literally wear the same like gear as you when you summoned it, literally summoning yourself, would do the same damage as you, which we haven't gotten it yet, so we don't know how good it really was, but I guess like you could make it really powerful, and that was unbalanced, but it's still the best summon in the game. Other enemy and weapon balance changes, so yeah, that's pretty much everything. I really want to like test some of these spells. I think it said Star Shower. Yeah, so we tested Comet. Yeah, so let's see, Loretta's Great Bow, let's see. I don't think it was a damage buff, yeah, it was just a FP decrease thing, so I guess that's good. Great Glintstone Shard. Apparently the range, as we saw, was like really bad on this thing, so let's see if it's improved. Yeah, that's definitely improved. Glintstone Comet Shard, I think it just said decreased FP consumption. Yeah, that's much more useful. Star Shower I saw, I think it was a damage buff. Maybe some range too. Yeah, that's definitely better. Yeah, and then Great Blade Phalanx. Yeah, I remember seeing this before. The damage didn't seem very good. Yeah, the speed definitely seems like it was increased there. Let's see about yeah, it seems a bit better, but I don't see a reason to use that. Like with many of the close range spells, there's really no need to use that. I mean, if we do it right from here, the optimal range, it's gonna... I really don't know what to say about it. It just seems average to me. I'm not sure, but it said other weapon balance changes. I think I saw another thing saying how Moonveil has been nerfed. Previously, you could literally one-shot people with it, which, as you can guess, is completely fucking broken. Banished Night Effort. When did I get this? I mean, doesn't matter, I'm equipping it, but... Huh? Where did it go? Was that something just... Am I seeing it correctly? I think I might just saw something incorrectly, but... For a second... Albuneteric. Maybe I was just going crazy for a second. Really feel like I saw like a... I don't know. I really feel like I saw something there for a second. Maybe I was just going crazy. Yeah, I think I saw something on the internet about how Moonveil has been nerfed. I mean, we haven't really used it much aside from taking out enemies. But I think it was like... it doesn't seem nerfed to me. Seems like the like FP consumption is about the same, which is all that really mad. Well, it was, I think it was the damage for the, yeah, 420, but 420 blaze it? Yeah, I really don't know. Can you get up there? Can you actually get up here? And it doesn't look like you can with Torrent. Let's see about, those NPCs. Yeah, so if I go to any one of these, yeah, nomadic merchant, let's go see if this one has smithing stones. Yeah, now you can buy, more smithing stones from them. Which, I guess is always nice, but then again, like, it's not infinite amounts, so it's not really worth it. But yeah, I guess that's always good. Yeah, and then increase the damage of pot items, so... I'm really not sure. I mean, they were fine before. I didn't think they needed a buff or anything. I mean, I guess a throwing range increase would have been nice. I mean, good, yeah, I can 3-shot these guys, but really doesn't matter. You don't want to get in their face unless you get, like, poisoned. So I don't really see a point to that. Yeah, so apparently now there's some more NPC quests, and apparently before, they didn't actually finish a lot of their NPC quest lines. So apparently, some NPC quests would just stop abruptly for no reason, and wouldn't continue. Like for one NPC quest, you'd find an item that, was supposed to lead to something else, but it never did. So apparently now that's fixed. So I guess that's all there really is for this small stream. I just wanted to read off some things and test some other things. I'll be testing some more Sword of Night and Flame, just to see if the damage really is changed all that much. I mean, it was really only used for early game and PvP anyway, so I mean, it doesn't even matter if you have the FP and the dodging skills to, like... So, that's the real thing. Like, if you really... What is that item up there? Well, we are gonna go find out what that is. Yeah, like I said, it doesn't really matter if you have the... if they change the damage or not. Because as long as you can avoid the attacks, you're fine. So... Oh, nice. A sacrificial twig. I don't really need that, but it's nice to have. Oh, this is a cool little spot in here. Cool little secret hiding spot. Okay, they are not dropping feathers as often as they are now. Did they nerf the, like... I mean, it doesn't really matter because we don't really use arrows anyway, but still, like, for people who use arrows, it doesn't seem like they are dropping their feathers all that often anymore. I'll definitely have to do some more testing on that. I mean, the, like, changes to a comet, it's like FP consumption. I mean, let's see how much it consumes with the best staff in the entire game. Yeah, that's definitely way more reasonable now. Now let's see, Comet Shard. Yeah, now that's actually worth it to use.